Hey guys, welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. We have some Housewives things to go over. Oh my God, it's a lot to go over. Let's just start off with Nene Leakes. I got this report today from Radar Online and the Jasmine brand, and they both reported that Nene Leakes is not paying her bills. Okay, so y'all know this whole freaking storyline on the Real Housewives of Atlanta of Sheree not paying her bills. Yeah, the same reputation is preceding Nene Leakes. Because apparently, she ain't paid them people up there at the National Harbor, MGM National Harbor. I think that's what it was called, where she had the tags, not the tags boutique. What was the name of her boutique? Swag with 2 G's though. I don't know who came up with that name, but fired them. Anyways, remember she had the Swag boutique. She had one in Atlanta. She had one in the DMV area, and I think she had one in Miami. Let me know if, I think the one in Atlanta is dead and gone. I think it was like in Sugarloaf Mall, which I don't know who goes up there. Who went to Sugarloaf? That area, like who actually shopped there? I went there like once or twice, and like there's nothing in them all. Like it was like an abandoned area, like nobody there, like tumbleweeds in the hallways. Like it was like a less hood version of like Greenbrier or like something like that. Like it's weird. Anyways, I'm like, girl, why would you choose to have your store there? And then it's like, I think Nene's whole thought process was, let me have my stores and my stuff, my lounge and stuff like by my house. But it's like, why? Anyways, so yeah, that store is dead and gone. I think they moved online. I don't even think the online store exists, but we can go ahead and check it out. Let me see. And then the MGM National Harbor one is gone, child. Dead and gone. Which is unfortunate, you know, but it is what it is. Now, you know, there were rumors that, it's still, wait, is this Nene? I'm at swagboutique.com with 2 G's, but this don't look like Nene's store. But maybe it is. But I don't think it is. Okay, wait. This is it right here. Swag Boutique Online. Yo. Okay, excuse all of my tabs. I'm shopping on Essence right now. Look. Oh my God. Looks like this domain isn't connected to a website yet. Is this your domain? Oh. It's gone, y'all. It's gone. The last Instagram post was, when was this? This was 147 weeks ago. Tiffany Thomas commented 3 days ago and said, inbox me your business name for a dope logo. What? Child, this is gone. All Swag Boutique locations are 50% off the entire weekend. Yep, the entire weekend. Sell in Sunday. Atlanta, Maryland, DC, Miami locations. Run, don't walk. Child. Anyways. So I say all that to say, sorry to get off track. There were rumors going around, and there were actually like these allegations, accusations, whatever you want to call them, of some of the employees coming out of the Swag Boutique up there, you know, in the DMV. And they were basically saying, you know, Nene basically cut us off. Like, what is it called when you fire a whole bunch of people? Laid us off. She laid us off, and she didn't give us our last paychecks. She didn't pay us. She laid us off, and she did not pay us. So I don't know what that's about. If that is true, Nene definitely deserves some discipline for what she did to the employees. I kind of feel like that should have been a lawsuit. If anything, like the Yoni man's wife, like you trying to sue this girl, like even though it was very scandalous and juicy and fun to talk about, you trying to sue this girl for stealing your husband when the husband don't want you, I think is kind of ridiculous. I feel like if this is true, about the employees not getting their money, that is a lawsuit worth pursuing. And I feel like that's a lot of money. And back pay too. Pay me for every day's worth of work that I went without my last paycheck. Period. Anyways, I say that to say it was rumors that they didn't get their paychecks. Now, in today's time, there are articles on Radar Online basically saying that there's a photography by Ace in Atlanta, Georgia. And they're claiming that last year around this time, I think in October and November, they did some photography work for Nene Leakes at the Nene Lounge and things like that. And now this photographer is claiming that they did not get their paycheck which they claim that they're owed $1,000. Okay. And in their claims, okay, they said that Nene has claimed that the photographer never worked for her or the lounge. The photography business is saying that Nene told them, I never worked for y'all, or you never worked for me. I don't know who you are. I never contracted you to do pictures for the lounge. I never did that. Allegedly. This is what's allegedly happening. They said that Nene claims that the photographer had never worked for her or her lounge and that she has never paid. They claim that Nene has never paid them in the past for their services. Okay, and this is what the photographer said in the filing, because they filed a lawsuit, by the way. I don't know if I said that. They said, I have complete invoices that show otherwise, that yes, I was contracted to do 2 events. I think actually she did 3, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, let me fact check because there is a whole article on this. Before y'all say, you need to do some research. I think they worked for Nene on 2 occasions. It says the photographer attached 2 invoices in the filing, the lawsuit, that were addressed to Nene. The first invoice was for $500 and listed work done on October 30th and 31st for a brunch and a Falcons Halloween party. A second invoice was for work done on November 12th and 13th for a total of $500. You add that together, do some basic math. That's $1,000 worth of a check that this photographer allegedly did not get. So they worked for Nene for a total of 4 days, October 30th, 31st, November 12th, and 13th. I don't know if this is true, T. I don't know if they just want a quick paycheck. But you know what? I have a feeling I'm leaning towards, I don't know all the facts, but I'm leaning towards the photographer only because I just kind of feel like $1,000. Like, who goes to court for $1,000 unless the shit is legit? Like, it's legit. Like, it's legit. Because they want their money, they want their back pay, they want their lawyers' fees, and they also want the clout for being able to sue Nene Leakes. So I feel like personally, am I going to go to court for $1,000? I don't know. Is that worth it? Shit. Because by the time I sue your ass, I owe the lawyer $1,000. Anyways, y'all let me know how y'all feel about that situation. Allegedly, Nene's not paying her bills. So her and Sheree have a lot more in common than we thought. Maybe that's the reason why they never got along, because they were just too similar. I don't know. Allegedly. Let me know how y'all feel about that in the comments down below. Last but not least, let's very quickly talk about last night's episodes of Salt Lake City and Beverly Hills. Jen Shah, and I'm not going to stay on this for too long. Jen Shah has pled guilty in real life. Okay, in real time, she pled guilty, and now we are awaiting her sentencing, if I'm not mistaken, which I think will be sometime next year. Someone fact check me in the comments down below. But in this particular time period in which we're watching the show last night, she's like maintaining her innocence. And I'm just like, wow, Jen. Like, Jen Shah looks really, really stupid. Jen Shah looks really, really dumb. And I feel like she deserves all of the same smoke that Erica was getting, plus 10 times more. Because you're admitting that you defrauded the elderly in order to fund your lavish lifestyle with your husband, who's only an assistant football coach. So we knew Coach Shah wasn't bringing in millions. And we knew that the business was shady. So it's just kind of embarrassing to watch you maintain your innocence on this TV show, knowing that you have now pled guilty, knowing that you are guilty. It just kind of makes me look at her differently. Like, and then on top of that, she's on social media trying to go in on Lisa Barlow. I think today or yesterday, she went onto the Twitter and basically is trying to expose Lisa Barlow. I don't know if she's exposing Lisa Barlow for trying to use the N-word or hiring someone to watch after the kids who use the N-word or something like that. But she's basically trying to say that, somebody in the cast is racist. But I say that to say, like, why are you trying to deflect, sis? Why are you trying to deflect? Like, I feel like you really should not be worried about not one single person on this damn cast. The person that I feel like you should be worried about, well, if you're worried about anybody on the cast, it should be the new girl. I think her name is Dana, the one that said, you better be nice to me, bitch. Her words, not mine. You better be nice to me because you're going to need somebody to put some money on your books, you fraud. You need to be worried about her. And I hope they bring her to the reunion because she's the only person that's been capable of dragging Jen Shah in the way that I would want, honestly. Like, we need her in Beverly Hills. I'm sick of Lisa Rinna and Erica Jane getting away with shit. And Garcelle screaming from across the room, you can do that all by yourself. It's not cutting it. Like, I'm going to really need you to cut to the white meat. Cut deep. So I liked that little read that the Dana girl had in the trailer for Salt Lake City. But anyways, I say that to say that, yeah, I don't know. Jen doesn't need to be worried about nobody on the cast. She needs to be worried about this sentence. She needs to be worried about going to prison. And I don't think that she's going to prison for 15 years. I think she'll go for 2, 3, 4, or 5. Like, I think they're going to treat her very nicely. What y'all think? Anyways, it's just hard for me to watch this show knowing like, oh, I don't know why this is her in the confessional talking about I don't know why all the other defendants have pled guilty. I don't know why they're taking plea deals. I don't know why they're doing that, but I'm not going to do that. Why would I plead guilty if I'm not? Why would I plead guilty to something if I didn't do it? Because y'all hoes did it. And this is a case that's being presented by result of a whole FBI investigation. And that's one thing about these federal agencies. Normally, they are not going to charge or indict you if they didn't do months and months and months and months to years and years and years and years of investigation on your ass. They're not going to bring charges they're not going to bring forth charges if they don't have the proof, if they don't have the evidence. You did it. You did it. You did it. You did it. And I kind of think Sharif needs to be looked into. Because did he know? Why isn't Sharif getting the same backlash as Erica Jane? Did you know what your wife was doing? How did you not know what your wife was doing? You're not curious? Like, I'm sorry, I can't lay up with somebody. Like, I don't have to know every nook and cranny about your business, but I definitely need to know what the hell you're doing and how you're doing it. When I'm talking to somebody, I like details. What did you do today? When we're laying up on the phone and I ask you what you did today, I want a whole rundown from the moment you woke up, from the moment that you're talking to me on FaceTime at this, because that's what I do. A guy asked me what I did. I woke up. I made me some eggs. I went to the Beltline, took a walk. I went to Lenox Mall, got me a t-shirt. Went back home, made a video about Nene Leakes not paying her employees, allegedly. Went down to the neighborhood bar across the street to go get a drink. Hung out with Pookie and them. Now I'm on the interwebs on Essence trying to buy an essential hoodie. Like, I be giving people details. When people ask me what did I be like going out like, this is what I did. This is how I did it. So when you laying up having pillow talk at night, like, y'all just be okay with, oh, I went to work. What did you do at work? One time I was talking to somebody and I would be asking him questions. He would be like, I don't want to talk about that. Why? I need details. Anyways, that's just me. Like, why you don't want to talk about it? Don't you want to vent? If you had such a hard time at work, don't you want to vent about it? Go ahead and talk about it. I need to know the details, boo. Why is it that Sharif and Erica Jane are not asking the details about? I don't like that. I just don't like that. So anyways, Kathy Hilton Kathy Hilton versus Lisa Rinna. Honestly, I'm team Kathy Hilton. I just like Kathy Hilton more. If it turns to find out that Kathy Hilton was calling people the N-word like it was alleged in the press months ago, then we're going to drop Kathy Hilton off at the latest mental asylum. But until now, I like Kathy Hilton. I know she's MAGA, but I think Kathy Hilton, just for me, is a lot more likable than Lisa Rinna. So that's just the bottom line. With that also being said, Lisa Rinna is trying to drive home this narrative that Kathy Hilton is jealous of the Kardashians. Is she jealous of the Kardashians? Probably. All right. She's also saying that in this Sprinter van after a night of clubbing, apparently she was upset because the DJ would not play Billie Jean. Diana is hopping on that storyline by basically saying Kathy Hilton should know that these people in nightlife don't care about who you are. They care about a paycheck. So if you're not going to tip me, no, I'm not playing no damn Billie Jean. Crystal in the confessional is like, oh, who was requesting Michael Jackson? Like, that could be seen as problematic. And I feel like a whole bunch, and let me just get on that real quick. A whole bunch of people on the internet are saying, how was that problematic? Like, what's wrong with requesting Michael Jackson? When did this happen? I'm confused. And it's just like, listen, you may not agree with Michael Jackson being seen as a problematic figure, and you may not believe all of the accusations and allegations that have been put forth to us against Michael Jackson. Let me reiterate that. You don't have to believe that stuff, but why are we pretending that the allegations and accusations don't exist? Why are we pretending whether he was acquitted, whether it was dismissed, whether it wasn't pursued in the legal justice system at all, whether these alleged victims wanted money or not? Take all of that away. The bottom line is it exists. The narrative exists. So the folks on Twitter acting dumb, acting like Michael Jackson can't be seen as a problematic figure to some. He may not be problematic to you, but he's problematic to somebody else. Why y'all acting like them boys didn't go up there on HBO and the maid didn't confess on Dateline that it was little boy underwear in there with bloodstains? Okay? Like, why are we acting like that never happened? Like, whether you believe Michael Jackson did it or not, the narrative, the notion, it still exists. The accusations and the allegations, they still exist till this day. So we just gonna pretend like that none of that happened. It's just a little bit weird to me. So I'm sick of y'all acting dumb. Anyways. It was somebody on Twitter trying to come for me. I'm like, girl, like, I don't care what you trying to say right now. Talking about it was an extortion attempt. It was this. Okay, no matter what it was a thing, was it not? It went from the Michael Jackson Vanguard Award to just the Vanguard Award, did it not? Them kids are still sticking by their allegations, are they not? The maid said that she found the undies with the, did she not? So it's not about if you think Michael Jackson is problematic or not. It's just basing your perception and a reality to know that the accusations do exist, whether the accusations are true or not. It's just like R. Kelly. You have these people out here believing R. Kelly is innocent. Okay, you can believe R. Kelly is innocent or not, but you can't deny that R. Kelly doesn't have a tainted name because of all the accusations and allegations, and most of that stuff is true anyway. So it is what it is. I don't even want to talk about that no more because I know y'all gonna be under my comments. I ain't got time. Okay. Anyways, and I like Michael Jackson, but I'm just not gonna pretend like I'm not one of them fans. I love Michael Jackson's music. I think, again, one of the greatest artists of all time, but I'm not finna like never say a bad word. I feel like some fans, it's like you're not going to say anything bad about them or anything negative about them, or you're not going to bring things up that are unflattering to their image just because you love them so much and because they were so talented. No, I love Beyonce, but I will clock Beyonce's tea. And if she ever does, says, or even wears something that I don't like, I'm going to say I don't like it. Like, I don't care. I like Michael Jackson, but I thought he was weird as hell. I don't understand how you came into the world with kinky texture and then you came out with straight white people perm. And I can go on and on and on and on and on and on. The shape of the nose was weird. You having a pet monkey, that's a little bit weird. You having kids as best friends is a little bit weird to me. You dangling that baby with the bib over the face on the balcony, that's a little bit weird to me. You not even wanting to speak to your own sister on the set of that music video was just a little bit weird to me. But here's the thing about it. I can think that all of that stuff is weird and still respect the artistry. right? Because I'm the sort of person, I can separate the artist from the actual art. I think Nicki Minaj, how for Harriet said, I forgot her name. What's that woman's name? Foster. I think her last name is Foster, but she does like the For Harriet YouTube channel. I agree with her. Nicki Minaj seems like a horrible person, but that don't have nothing to do with the fact that the music used to slap. So I may have to cut all that out because I feel like I'm going to receive so much hate because y'all just revere this man like he's God. Like no one can do better than Michael Jackson. No one can be better than Michael Jackson. You say, you know, that someone is at this level and it's like, no. Like this man is God. This man is not a God. Like, I just feel like I wish we would stop treating past humans and current humans, past humans, people who used to be alive and people who are still alive. Like, y'all need to stop acting like these people are God. Like, these people cannot be criticized, whether they're still alive or in their death. We can criticize people in their death. We can. Like, I'm sorry. This whole thing of let this person rest, let them rest in peace. No. Do you think me talking about this person in their death is really going to have them rolling over in their grave? They don't care. They're in the afterlife, either being chewed up underground or having fun up there. Like, it doesn't, what my opinion of them in their death got to do with them resting in peace or not? Like, that concept doesn't even make sense to me. Along with the fact that I get sick of people who be like, y'all need to let them rest in peace. No. Have y'all ever heard of this thing called a history book? It's like a book and most of the people in it are dead. And we still talk about them, right? Oh, okay. Whew, I could not get off this damn couch without saying all that. So I say all of that to say, she was wanting to request Billie Jean. I cannot believe I said all that. She was wanting to request Billie Jean at the damn nightclub and whatnot. And the producer or the DJ was like, fuck off. So Kathy Hilton went into a rage and apparently she went in on everybody. And then later on, she went into the Sprinter van with Lisa Rinna and allegedly told Lisa Rinna that she wanted to end Bravo, NBC Universal, her sister. Excuse me. That Dorit was a dumb bimbo, that there was no use in Crystal being in the friend group, and some other things. Okay, notice how we ain't heard nothing that she said about Garcelle because she know Garcelle not gonna play that. Okay, y'all need to stop playing with Garcelle. Anyways, I say that to say that yeah. They're trying to make it seem like, oh, Kathy Hilton, she was so enraged and she has a black heart and she has this and she has that. And then she had to sit down with Lisa Rinna and then she had to sit down with Kyle, and Kathy was forced to apologize. And she was like, I apologize for my behavior. I said a whole bunch of stuff that I didn't mean and I was just tired and it was the altitude. I think Kathy is full of shit. Okay, let me just start off by saying that. Kathy, you're full of shit. You're full of shit. You do have a black heart. You do hate your sister. We don't know why, but you do hate your sister. You're holding on to some resentment from childhood. You need to let it go and you need to grow up. You have a black heart. You said a whole bunch of things that you do mean. You were probably drunk off your ass, and she admitted to that. She said she had 2 glasses of wine, which is a lie. Girl, you have been drinking all day. You was drinking 818 and Casa del Sol, so stop lying. Okay? You went to the nightclub. I know y'all pre-gamed, and I know y'all was planning on drinking at the damn club. Which is the reason why Diana is the pimp friend. She's the friend you want to hang out with because you know she's just going to drop the credit card no matter what y'all doing. Y'all want a section? I'll pay for it. Y'all want some drinks? I'll pay. Y'all hungry? I'll pay for it. I used to date a guy who was like that, and I was like, you need to stop paying for everybody at everything. Like, girl. You is not no millionaire. He had a lot of money, but you're not a millionaire. Like, you don't have it like that. Like, you have it like that, but you don't. Like, stop. What are you doing? Anyways, apparently Diana got it like that. So, excuse me. So yeah, I forgot what I was even talking about. So yeah, she was so enraged at the nightclub. So yeah, I feel like Kathy's full of shit. She does have a black heart, and I feel like she deserves discipline for her actions, for the things that she said. Absolutely. But I feel like right message, wrong messenger, because you want to know who else has a black heart. You want to know who else is enraged. You want to know who else has abhorrent behavior. Lisa Rinna. And we don't even have to go back to 2014 in Amsterdam when she broke the wine glass and tried to slice and slash Kim Richards' face. She was almost the second coming to Marlo Hampton, who allegedly slashed somebody in the face, which is the reason why she had to go back to the county jail. And then a hating ass Kenya would see her in the club while she was on probation, and they would send her ass back to jail. Get it? Da-da. Yeah. Right message, wrong messenger. You have just as much of a black heart, Lisa Rinna, than Kathy Hilton. Do you not remember just a couple of weeks ago you was talking about some, I will cut you down. I will cut you down. You weirdo. Take your ass back to All My Children. If you want to do all that weird acting shit. Take Drew Sidora with you. And Kenya too. Shit. Are you acting, Kenya? Every time I do that, it's like I'm smelling my hand and it smells so good. Oh my God. Like I peep. Celeste's Nest Body Butter, celestesnest.net. I'm telling y'all. I will effing cut you down. And then, like, she was just going in on, she went in on something when that girl came out, that Grammy Award winning artist, whatever lady that was. I ain't never heard of her. I don't know her. But right before she came out, she was again going in on Sutton and Garcelle and doing all this. And then in the same breath told Garcelle to operate from a space of love. And I'm like, sis, you are so evil. You and those big lips can exit. So anyways, I say that to say, I believe Kathy Hilton's behavior was terrible. You know, not giving an excuse to that, but I just kind of feel like, Lisa, before you can check somebody on their poor behavior, why don't you fix your own poor behavior? Because at this particular point, we've now have had 3 meltdowns. One by Lipsa, one by Erica Jane in Aspen when she was calling them all types of bitches and hoes, and y'all can suck my toes. And then Kathy Hilton. But one thing about Kathy Hilton's meltdown, how Nene said, at least she was smart enough not to have it on camera. Okay? At least if I did do it, how she say, if I did do it, at least I was smart enough not to have it on camera. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about the entire situation. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to create a great day.